Hello, Vantage Point 3 friends. I'm Lori Rasmussen, and I serve as a facilitator coach here on the Vantage Point 3 team. And I would love just to spend a few minutes with you this morning to talk about the second process in our VP3 pathway, a way of life. I'm hoping that some of you are already thinking about it as maybe an option for the what's next for you and for the people who've been through your journey group. The first question that comes right up is, who is a way of life for? And a way of life is for anyone who's been through the journey process. And it's for people who may already have a sense of their calling, but yet want a place for this to unpack and a place to practice what this looks like. And it's also for the people that you hear, I'm not really sure yet where God's leading me or the work that he has for me. And a way of life is the perfect place for those folks because it gives them a place to continue to discover what God is up to in their life and how that might look. The second question comes up is the why question when you hear people ask, why should we go on to a way of life? And our hope for folks that choose to take the year to a way of life process is that they start really sinking into a life of intimacy with God and what that looks like, that their trust and need for community with others and how that impacts their faith life is deepened, and that they just begin to develop either confidence or maybe some clarity in how God is using them in kingdom work. And two things that I have noticed as I facilitated a way of life a few years ago is how people begin to really start connecting dots of how God is shaping and transforming them and what this begins to look like in their everyday life. And the second thing that I notice is how rhythms are either deepened or begin to develop for people in how they're connecting their relationship with the Lord. And that's a beautiful thing to watch. And as I hear from other facilitators over and over again, I hear stories of how people are just really enjoying the richness of community with each other and how they begin to develop a stronger sense of who they are and how God is using them. And I remember for me personally, when I went through a way of life, it really helped me connect dots of how God had been preparing me and still does for the work that he has put in front of me all throughout my story. And I think it was striking that it's not just ministry work, it's in the everydayness of walking with my own family and the people that I'm bumping into that God is using my whole life as part of his good kingdom work. So I hope I'm getting you excited and curious about using a way of life as a next step. And if you find yourself wondering if this is the right step for you, two things I have for you. One is reach out to me. I would love to have a conversation with you and hear what you're thinking. And the second is maybe to join us for one of our upcoming online facilitator trainings. You will get to hear more detail about the content of what a way of life has to offer, and hopefully from other facilitators on the call that are thinking the same things that you're thinking, and we can discern together how this can be used to be a part of your process of adult discipleship. On behalf of Vantage Point 3 and the team, I just thank you for your continued work with people and your willingness to walk alongside folks. It's a big deal to enter into the lives of others and listen and be a part of all of that and to notice and pay attention. So blessings to you and your work, and we look forward to more conversations and work together.